Ever wonder how much it really costs to live in Bangkok as an expat? Is it insanely cheap like people make it seem?
Or do the living costs really add up?
Hi, I'm Dee, and I like to share how I save and spend my money on my path to financial freedom without missing out on life. So let's break down every single baht I spent in a realistic week living in Bangkok, Thailand as an expat. Be sure to watch out for my 3 favorite spots in the city that are like little hidden gems. Or head to the 14-minute mark if all you care about is that final number and the breakdown by spend and category. But thank you in advance if you watch the whole thing. Let's jump in. Welcome to Monday. I like to start off my mornings by doing some yoga on the 9th floor of my building before heading out to grab a little breakfast at Zimt, which is a German bakery just under my building. They do really nice cheese pretzels, which I love, and they're only 50 baht, or about 2 Canadian dollars, or about $1.50 USD. I took it to go and headed back to my building where I will spend the rest of my day because Mondays are my work from home days. I recently moved to Bangkok from Toronto after taking a job as a PM, which was my consulting exit. More about that here. So here's a peek into my expat life. I headed up to the 50th floor, which is where my favorite work from home spot is, the Sky Library, and spent the rest of my morning for the next, 4 or so hours working in this room, enjoying the views and trying to be as productive as I could so that I could get a good start on the week. A little while after that, I started to get a little hungry and a little sleepy, so I decided to go down to the bottom of my building to a little coffee shop and get a matcha latte for about 70 baht, or 3 Canadian dollars or 2 USD. Then I went to pick up my lunch food delivery from Grab, which is like Uber Eats. I got some chicken pho from my go-to Vietnamese place for 130 baht, or about $4. Let me just stick to baht and USD for now, just to simplify. After my hour lunch break, I sat back down by the pool to get a bit of change of scenery and proceeded to work for the rest of the afternoon and into the early evening. At around 6 p.m., I got ready to go to the CrossFit gym. The gym is about a 15-minute walk from my condo and normally costs about 6,000 baht, or 175 bucks for a 1-month unlimited membership. However, I went by a class pass, which my plan is about 1,890 baht a month, and this class costs the equivalent of around $10, or about 350 baht. I have way too few subscribers to have any sponsorships, but I personally did find ClassPass to be the best way to explore Bangkok while getting to try a bunch of different cool classes that I would not have done otherwise. After getting my butt kicked at the gym, I walked home and walked by MBK Center where there was this really cute children's orchestra that was really fun before heading back to my condo and whipping up a very quick dinner of leftover paneer curry, then heading to bed. Tuesday morning, I woke up relatively early so that I could get a run in at the Cloud Fitness Center, which is the gym in the 50th floor of my building, before hopping on the subway and heading over to work. Tuesday and Wednesdays are my work from office days, and normally I will walk, but today I was running a little bit late, so subway it was. Or I guess it's the Sky Train, not the subway. I arrived at Central World, which is where my office is located, and went straight to the table where my coworkers will bring back snacks from their international trips for a scrappy breakfast. Then I got to work for the morning yet again. After a few hours, it was my favorite time of the day, lunchtime, and I headed down to the mall and went to this amazing hot pot restaurant. This entire lunch set only cost 189 baht, which is like $6. After lunch, I took advantage of the free 15-minute massages that the company provides, just to relax a little bit before heading back to work. The afternoon flew by and soon the sun was setting and I was ready to go home. I headed down and actually passed by this cool concert going on at the mall before walking my way home through this little night market and stopping for a quick mango sago smoothie for 130 baht or $4 on my way home. I spent the rest of the evening in front of the TV and ordered in some healthy food from the healthy food kitchen for about 90 baht or just under $3, and it was mostly like rice, chicken, and some veg. Then I went to bed. And then it was Wednesday. I didn't do much this morning, but decided to walk the 20 minutes to work just to get a little bit of movement in before starting my day. After getting to the office, I mostly was just in some meetings and had to do some personal work for the morning before I found out that today was our lunch pop-up. This means that my lunch is covered by the office, and today we had a variety of dim sum as well as a chocolate fountain with lots of great fruit. I was back at my desk for most of the afternoon, but very quickly got a little bit hungry again, so went to our pantry, which is loaded with lots of free snacks, and grabbed myself some freeze-dried strawberries. After working some more, I headed out for the day at around 6 p.m. with a couple of coworkers, and we went to this pool hall or bar. It cost 30 baht or about $1 to take the SkyTrain there, and we got a little bit of bar food and stayed there for a couple hours playing pool and chatting. This came to about 300 baht or $9 per person before I took the BTS SkyTrain home, which cost about $1 or 35 baht. Thursdays were back to working from home. I had some scrambled eggs and oatmeal this morning while watching The Voice, which was really fun, and then went for a short little walk before settling back to work. Today I decided to work on the ground floor for a slight change of scenery, plus the Sky Library was a little bit full and I had a couple of meetings that I had to attend. And for lunch, I walked to the Oasis, which is probably one of my favorite spots that's about 8-minute walk from the condo. One of the shops there does the best home-cooked Thai food I've ever had, and it's so cheap. My portion was only 110 baht, which included a drink. That's about $3 for the full meal. The restaurant itself is such a hidden gem. It's actually not even on Google. I just found it on a whim. After that, I went back to work a little bit down on the first floor before moving up to the 50th floor so I could work by the pool for sunset. The sunset view is probably my favorite, and I try to spend as much time there as possible to really take advantage of the beautiful condo that I do have. After that, I took a 40 baht or $1 grab bike to my dance class. This was again booked on ClassPass, so it cost me about 300 baht or $10. The teacher actually only spoke Thai, so I was really struggling, but it was so much fun. After another 30 baht bike back to my neighborhood, I stopped by this cute street food restaurant that does really good pad thai for about 80 baht or $2.50. And that takes us to the end of Thursday. Good night. Friday morning is Run Club morning. The Sabai Sabai Run Club is the largest run club in Southeast Asia, and honestly, it's a really good vibe. I took a grab to Benchikiti Park, which cost 150 baht or just under $5, and did an easy 3-kilometer run through Benchikiti Park with about 200 people. It gets so warm in Bangkok, the mornings are genuinely the only time that I would really run outdoors. After this lovely workout, I hopped back on the BTS SkyTrain, spent 35 baht, and $1 to head back home and start my workday. Today was a bit busy, so all I did was order some fruit for just under 250 baht or $750 USD, plus some ramen for 250 baht or $750 USD, and basically stayed in the room at my desk the whole day. However, that evening, I had plans with friends to go to an escape room for the first time. We took a grab car there for 200 baht or $6 and then played at the escape room for an hour for 550 baht or $16. We crushed it. We got out in like 30 minutes, then headed to dinner at One Bangkok. One Bangkok is the newest mall in the city right by Lumpini Park. So again, it took about 200 baht or $6 to take a grab to Ant Cave, which is our dinner spot. This mall is so nice, and so is this restaurant. It opened just about a month ago, so actually right now they have this deal for 30% off your entire bill. All of this incredibly delicious Korean barbecue food came down to a total of 1,800 baht for 4 people, which is 450 baht per person or 13 USD. After this delicious meal, we took the Metro subway home, which cost about 20 baht per person or just under $1. And now for my favorite day of the week, Saturday. I started out my Saturday morning with a Muay Thai class for 400 baht or about $11, also on ClassPass. You definitely can't come to Thailand and not try Muay Thai at least once, and this was so much fun. Then I took the SkyTrain BTS home and hopped in the pool for a quick dip after a very sweaty morning workout. The price of the SkyTrain differs by how far you go, which is why the total cost differs every time. After my little morning swim, I got ready for brunch. My friends showed us this place called the Stockroom, which is only about a 5-minute walk away from the condo, and so good. It is a really cozy spot with great food and great coffee, and today I was extra hungry after my workouts, so I got both a waffle and a pumpkin pasta. The total cost of my brunch was 550 baht or about 16 USD, and I truly devoured both plates of food so quickly. After that, we went shopping. This spot by CM Center and CM Paragon is another hidden gem for Korean-inspired fits. It's literally just a bunch of shops hidden underneath the malls, but there's so much variety and the quality is actually really, really nice. I tried on 2 tops and a pair of pants, which totaled me to 950 baht or 28 USD. My friends also bought a ton of stuff. After this little shopping spree, we headed back to the condo just to rest up for the afternoon. And no transportation costs this time because the spot is like a 20-minute walk away from my condo. I have some more plans with friends later this evening, so I really want to make sure that I am energized for the rest of the day. Plus, as I've mentioned, I really want to spend as much time by this pool as possible, especially for all of the beautiful sunsets. After watching the sunset, I got ready for the evening and took the SkyTrain over to M Sphere to a spot called Vinyl and Wine for some live music and drinks. My friends had some cocktails, but I wasn't really feeling it, so I just had a couple glasses of water for about 80 baht or $3. Then we split a grab and headed to the infamous Tachuka rooftop bar. I think this place is just popular because of the funky little jellyfish tree thing they have going on, but it did have a good night view of the Bangkok skyline. The fee to get in was to buy a drink, which is about 450 baht or 13 USD. It's a good vibe for a Saturday night and made me feel a bit more cool considering I spent my Friday night doing an escape room. To be fair, going out is not usually my go-to activity, so this is a once in a couple month occurrence. In the same building, there's this spot called the Paper Plane Project, which is a co-working space turned like concert live music hall in the evenings. It was really bumpin' and quite fun for the 10 minutes that we swung by before we headed home for the evening. Sunday morning started with a grab to Benchikiti Park. They have this sports center where you can do tons of activities and use their facilities for free as long as you sign up. So I went to go play some badminton, poorly, but it was a lot of fun. Then took a stroll through Benchikiti Park. Of the few big parks in Bangkok, Benchikiti is definitely my favorite. It has the most green space, and I think it's the biggest one out of all of them. Pro tip, always bring a change of clothes because you get so sweaty so quickly in the 35-degree Bangkok heat. I took the SkyTrain home and stopped by my favorite bubble tea spot. Owl Cha does this really good Thai bubble tea, which is only 29 baht, or $1. After that, I decided to go get a Thai massage, also by my condo. It was 350 baht after tip, which is about $10. It's honestly so nice to be able to get a massage whenever you want because it's so cheap. And they even give you a little complimentary tea at the end. After getting home, I changed again and decided to head to the Bangkok Arts and Culture Center. I'm super lucky that this spot is also like a 15-minute walk away from my condo, and they have new galleries and showings all the time. It is such a nice space if you're a fan of art, and the exhibitions they put up are honestly really cool. The space is also huge, so this being the first time I came, I only saw about maybe a third or a half of the entire gallery. They also have really nice lunch spots in the museum. My favorite is this cute little wonton and noodle shop. A bowl of wontons with noodles and cha shao is only 60 baht, or like $2. After that lunch, I walked back to the condo for a little nap before heading out to Icon Siam for the evening. Icon Siam is the fanciest mall in Bangkok. They've won numerous architectural awards, and it's about a 225 baht grab to get there. That's like $7. This mall is huge and it truly has everything you could possibly want. If anything, it's even a little bit overwhelming because there's just too much stuff. The bottom floor is a little indoor market that captures the essence of the 4 main regions of Bangkok. They have live music, tons of food from all of the different regions, and is really crowded. There are tons of tourists and locals here alike. The upper floors of this mall include the Icon Siam Park, which is this big pavilion that overlooks the Chao Phraya River. I walked around a ton, but didn't really end up buying anything because I think I was just too overwhelmed, so instead decided to go for dinner. Dinner was a little bit more of a splurge. It was still in the mall, but the restaurant is a Michelin-starred restaurant called Cam's Roast. The food there is so good. I especially like their cha shao and their roasted duck. I believe it's those items as well that has earned them their 1 Michelin star. We ate all the food and drinks we ordered. That came down to a total of 1,700 baht, which is 850 baht a person or $25 a piece. That's what I would call a splurge for Thailand, but honestly, so reasonable pricing if you compare it to anywhere else. We took a final look at the beautiful view before heading home via Grab for about 300 baht total. So in total, I spent 8,725 baht this week, or 265 USD. My smallest spend category was shopping at 950 baht or 30 USD. Then it was fitness, so dance, CrossFit, and Muay Thai classes that I took for 1,050 baht or $32. Next, it was entertainment, which in this case included a rooftop bar, an escape room, and a massage for 1,550 baht or $46. Then my second highest spending was on transportation. This includes the SkyTrain, the metro/subway, and a ton of Grabs, aka Ubers, that I have taken around the city. And that was 1,667 baht or $50. And my highest spending category was food this week. That came down to 3,508 baht or $105. And that's mostly because I ate nearly every meal out, or I ordered them in on Grab. I have only cooked once this entire week, which was for breakfast, which I think resulted in the higher spend in the food category. If you're curious about how this compares to my 1 week spending in Toronto, surprisingly, what I spent in Bangkok is actually higher than what I spent in a week in Toronto. Then you can check out this video here. And let me know in the comments if you'd be interested in a 1 month breakdown summary of my spending. And if you want, please like and subscribe. That would really help me out on my journey to get monetized. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye!